Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tim, and welcome to the TNA, where you've got more questions, I've got more answers, and my phone just went off. Bad YouTuber, bad. Remember, if you want to submit your questions, go ahead and do so in the comments below, or directly to me at Tim Leftwich on Twitter. Now then, our first question today is from Kisty Nocturne on YouTube, who asks, which game did you enjoy playing more on stream? A Jackbox game or Contradiction? What are you trying to do, Kisty? Get me in trouble? Oh god. Okay, fine. If I have to answer the question, honestly, they're apples and oranges. I love playing the point-and-click adventure games like Contradiction and Tesla Effect and the Tales from the Borderlands games because they're really great for me as far as watching a story with you guys and getting live reactions to them. That being said, there's not much better than audience interaction in a video game. So games like Quiplash and games like Hand of Fate that give you the time to allow the audience to interact are really great to stream because, well, you get to play right along with me, which, I mean, is kind of the point of playing video games, isn't it? To not play by yourself? So, really, they're both really great for streaming, and I enjoy playing both of them. They're used for different things, you know? And our second question today comes from Odd Little Duck, who asks, penguins or ostriches? Oh, that's a very avian-based question. It depends. Are we talking about pets or food? Because I feel like penguins will make great pets, but horrible to eat. And ostriches would be really great to eat, but then you're just keeping a raptor in your house, and that does not make for a good pet. So I don't know. Although, really, like, an ostrich would be good for defending your house, but then you would have to put a pen all the way around your house, because again, ostrich living inside the place, not a good idea. And you would have to, like, put some Jurassic Park gate through the middle of it, or, like, helicopter your way over in order to get in your house, and that's not good either. I don't know. Penguins, you would have to have, like, an ice skating rink around the place, and then you get to skate with penguins, which is really good. But they shit everywhere. Then again, so would ostriches, but at least penguins have the decency to look nice when they shit all over your place, so there's that. I don't know, I guess long answer made extremely short. Penguins. And at Moof Murphy poses an RTX related question. How tough was it to bring all those props to the hall? How much time will it take to unpack them? I'm still unpacking a lot of those props, so that should tell you something. But as far as the actual loading in process, it was a lot smoother than it really could have been because even though there were a few hiccups to go through, there was enough pre-planning and enough logistical foresight in order to make it go smoothly. And it really paid off because this year, in my opinion, was one of the best RTXs we've ever had. Like between the RT Experience booth and the Murder at RTX event, two things that I had very close hands-on experience making, it really showed that we put a lot of effort into some of our bigger events. And I think that the audience reaction and a lot of the staff reaction was very grateful to the things that Marcus and me and the other contractors that we hired in order to make all that magic happen did. And it felt really great. Because, I mean, listen, I started being a Guardian because I wanted to give back. I had such a great time my first year. Rooster Teeth has done so much in the past to make me happy, to make me feel, to make me do that really the only goal I've ever had is to give back to them and to give back to you. It's why I do the YouTube channel. It's why I got a job with them, and it's why I don't work for a living. I go into my job and I hang out with my friends and we happen to make some of the coolest things that the internet has ever seen. But that's not work. It feels pretty good. And now we have at DCC Rules with another RTX related question. What was your favorite part of RTX? I mean, there are so many good parts. There's all of the live Let's Plays, there's all of the vendors and all of the special guests. But really my favorite part of RTX is you guys. Is seeing the unbridled enthusiasm that you all bring to the hall that makes the 36 hours that I put Thursday to Friday before RTX started completely worth it. I mean, there was a moment when I was working in the hall where I really hit a wall, you know. It was probably about hour 32 and I stepped outside into the line. Because it was starting to form at this point. It's about, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And I was met with this wave of enthusiasm. And, I mean, it's nothing if not revitalizing. I am an energy sucker in that way. I feed off of the lifeblood of others when it comes to getting excited, when it comes to pushing through those barriers. If I'm working on a set and we're all trudging through the trenches together and we're all, you know, in it, then it becomes much easier to press on through 10, 11, hour 12, hour 14, because you're all having a good time and you're all making a good thing and you're all accomplishing the same goals. And so I really feel that way come RTX time, especially when the Guardians come around and they're there to volunteer and do work and they're just as enthusiastic as anyone else. And then the fans come in. I mean, there are no words. There are no words for the humility and awe that we feel having you guys around. And our last question today comes from Trust Me, I'm Weird on YouTube, who asks, have you ever felt extremely unsatisfied with the ending of a video game? Either that, or is there any video game that you wish took a different turn in the way of story? Extremely unsatisfied? No. Unfortunately, I have the bad habit of not really finishing games that don't excite me, so once it gets to a point in the game where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of done here, I never really get to the bad endings. But as far as one that could have taken a different turn, I definitely think it should have been the Assassin's Creed series. Let me paint you a picture here. In Assassin's Creed, I think it was 2 or 3, you get a lot of clues about some of the other subjects that are submitted to the same tests that Abstergo and the Templars are doing. And it becomes clear that Desmond is the least interesting character in that entire story. And so it would have been really nice if they had been able to explore some of those other subjects. The one that got trapped inside the machine, for example, would have been really interesting to see how he got there, who his relatives were, what he had to do with the story, how he, if he eventually got out, I don't know. But I feel like the Assassin's Creed series has done nothing really but tread water. So that's the one that I really want to have taken a different turn, because now they've kind of diluted their own brand, and it kind of sucks to see what was essentially a really great idea and a really genre-breaking experience kind of devolve into the same copy and paste game that you see now. I'm sorry, Ubisoft. I love you. I really want to love your games, but I've kind of played them all now. They're all kind of the same. I still love you, though. Well, I think that's our questioning done for this week. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I know I certainly did. If you want to get in your own questions, send them down in the comments below or over to me at Tim Leftwich on Twitter, or Tim Leftwich on the Rooster Teeth website if you prefer. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and as always, we'll see you next time.